timeline, March 18th, Thursday. Not much happened today. I mean, a lot happened today. I shouldn't say not much. I didn't meditate this morning because I woke up. I had planned the day to go visit some family. And it was a great day to connect with family who is on the spiritual path too, kind of. I mean, yeah, they are. And so it was nice to reconnect and just kind of update them what's been going on. And like it was just great conversation, you know, to be around people of like minds. And I got a new deck. I got a gift from them. So I mean, I delivered some of the Valentine gifts for them too. But the only thing that I noticed today that I'm trying to figure out, because I didn't meditate, was the sense of missing the target almost. Like, yeah, like I went to the bank before I left and I missed the target. Like, I missed the street. Like, I was just trying to follow my intuition, but I was like one street short almost. And then I had to like, like, instead of, I was gonna make a left, and then I got back on the lane to go straight because it was the next one. So, and that happened like on the way to my destination. Then when I got to my destination, well, I didn't even get, like, before I got to it, it was the same thing. Like, I was off a street. I was like off a street, like off target. And I had to like turn back around and then find the right one. And then it was still kind of going through it. And I was still off one. Like, instead of going left, I did it right. And I didn't have the GPS on. And the GPS on. And so I missed the street again. And I had to do another U-turn. Go back. Coming home from Hemet, same thing. Like, I missed the exit. The exit that I normally would have gotten off on, like coming, I missed it. And I was like, okay, we'll get off on the next one. But then that one was closed. And so I had to get off on the next one. So I was like, and then I had to come back. And then even coming back, like, I missed the street that I normally, like duh, UB, like, this is my street to turn. I missed it, and I'm passing it, and I see the sign, I'm like, oh, and I'm like, why do I keep missing streets? Like, I'm off the, like, automatically I'm like, I keep missing the target. I keep missing the target. So I'm trying to figure out what that means, and I didn't meditate today, so I'm gonna try to wake up extra early tomorrow to meditate, because I have to be somewhere early. And you know, when you're up early, sometimes I have to go to bed right now. It's already 10, going to be 11. It's 10:01. Balance. Oh. So I don't know what that means. I fell off target. So that was a common theme. Yeah. In terms of just patterns, right? In the day and yeah. So, yeah, just missed targets. Yeah. It was cool though. I mean, to be able to teach someone else about like birth charts, that was the focus on today. Like, I mean, I don't still know much, but I know enough to do the basic stuff. And then I encouraged them to, I gave them Miss Christina's contact information, like the link. And I encouraged them. I'm like, you know, she's great. Like, she takes the time. She just takes the time. Like, her heart's in it, you know? So add the link again if you haven't done a birth chart reading or had one done. Like, she is amazing. And I was just, again, just speaking to the fact that it helped me back in November when I was really struggling with what was going on. And then just even recently with letting go of this other person, like, yeah, it helped to, but I'm, and that's what I was explaining to him. I'm like, for me, it makes sense. Like, for me, the knowledge piece, right? Like, once I know, it's hard to unknow. Once I know, it's hard to unknow it. And you know, just sharing the story of Orpheus again, and you know, and the trick to overcoming what gets me stuck is to just keep moving forward, and what will catch up, right? If it's meant to be. Free will, choice is ultimately still the determining factor. And I kept thinking of this new person today, and just, I heard his voice, and I mean, I could tell the difference. You can tell when someone is of a higher frequency. You can tell. And it was nice. It was nice to hear that. Excitement, you know, despite what he's going through. Like, it was nice to hear. Just the excitement in his voice, and the playfulness. That was nice to experience. And a nice interaction to engage in, really, a playfulness. We're messaging, using the WhatsApp, so I can record. I mean, he works a lot too. He only has like 1 day off a week, but he said he was willing to take time off to spend time with me, even as friends. Like, we were, you know, I had expressed where I was at, and just wanting friendship right now. And you know, it was nice to get that reciprocated, you know, even as friends. Like, the willingness to want to invest time and effort was nice. Yeah. So that was it. Okay. I guess I'll figure it out. what this means, right? Missing the target. And I was talking to someone today too about spiritual gifts, and she was asking me, like, well, what do I think mine is? I'm like, I'm still trying to figure it out, right? She was asking me about, you know, when I do the tarot, do I hear a voice? I'm like, no, I don't hear voices. like, I don't know, I'm ready for that yet. But I was telling her how when I post my videos, it's like I'm predicting what's going to happen on the day that I post, because of this consistent theme that when I post my videos, it's something, it's like I'm reliving it almost. So I mean, could it be coincidence? It's happened more than once to where it's like, is it coincidence anymore? Is it borderlining prediction? So maybe it would help if I, like, because I'm even, as I'm preparing the next ones to post, I'm like looking at like the message for like that day, and I'm like, does it match? Like, I haven't really figured that out yet. So and then thinking for today, like, that I kept missing the street, I kept missing the mark. That was what came to mind. Like, why do I keep missing the mark, or keep missing the target? I keep missing it. So now I'm wondering, like, when this post, like, what does that mean? So there's a little bit of worry and what does that mean? Yeah, I don't know. I guess time will tell. Clearly, time will tell. But yeah, so I told her, I'm like, some of the things that I experienced during the first part of the spiritual awakening, like when I was actually feeling other people's physical pain, and then even I was reminded too of like the songs and how my head would like used to tingle, and I told her, I'm like, that kind of wore off after time. Like, and not to say that the songs still don't call, like the songs still, like I still intuitively like can pick up phrases, and I just like a message almost, but I don't have the tingling sensation when that happens. Like, it's just like this just inner knowing. So it's just that, the waves. Dreams, clearly. Now, I had that dream where I was at the shop. I haven't really been paying attention to any of the other dreams. But I was reminded of the soldier. It doesn't get to me as much. And some of the other videos that I saw that I'm preparing for next week too, like, it's not as, I don't feel emotionally the same anymore. I mean, there's still some pain, some hurt, some tears, but not like before. So that lets me know that I'm letting it go. Yeah. Time will tell. But in the meantime, I really want to focus more on these gifts and try to fine tune that a little bit, and just do a little more in that respect, strengthen that a little bit more for myself. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Nothing else to report. You guys have a good one. My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us, in whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is, great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, you know, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, you know, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and you know, we'll see what else comes next for me.